Bitcoin is the king of cryptocurrency. It is a decentralized digital currency which does not require a centralized entity like a bank or government. Using sophisticated cryptographic techniques, Bitcoin transactions are secured and verified on a public ledger known as the blockchain. Because only 21 million Bitcoins are available, it is a scarce asset. The market's supply and demand influence Bitcoin's value, which is subject to extreme fluctuations. It has grown in acceptance as a method of payment for products and services, as well as an investment choice. So without wasting time, let's dive into the top 10 reasons to invest in Bitcoin in 2023. Number 10, high return on investments. Because of the price volatility of Bitcoin in the past, investors who purchase at the appropriate time may benefit significantly. For instance, the price of Bitcoin grew by almost 300% in 2020. Simply said, there has historically been a lot of volatility in the value of Bitcoin, which means that its price has changed quickly and frequently by significant amounts over relatively short periods. For instance, the price of Bitcoin climbed by almost 300% in 2020, meaning that an investor who purchased Bitcoin at the start of the year and sold it at the end of the year may have made a large profit. But it's vital to remember that Bitcoin is a highly speculative asset and that its value might fall sharply. Just as with any investment, it's crucial to conduct your research and comprehend the dangers before making a decision. Number 9, Independency. As we know that Bitcoin is a decentralized currency, this means that no single entity, such as a government or central bank, has control over it. For investors seeking a currency that is free from governmental interference or manipulation, this makes it a potentially alluring investment choice. Blockchain is a public ledger that keeps track of all Bitcoin transactions and is maintained by a decentralized network of computers that powers Bitcoin. This implies that neither the Bitcoin network nor the Bitcoin supply is under the control of a single organization or institution. Some investors may find the decentralized character of Bitcoin appealing if they value the concept of a currency that is free from governmental manipulation or control. Additionally, it means that transactions can be carried out directly between individuals without the use of middlemen like banks or payment processors, which may result in lower transaction fees and greater privacy. Number 8, limited supply. Since there is a fixed number of 21 million coins, the value of Bitcoin may rise when demand exceeds supply. Bitcoin's supply is fixed at 21 million and cannot be expanded, unlike fiat money, which may be issued by central banks. Because of its rarity, Bitcoin might be a great investment for those who are looking for things with limited availability. To avoid inflation and sustain its value over time, Bitcoin was created with a finite supply. The Bitcoin protocol has a defined limit on the number of coins that can ever be created, and this restriction is scheduled to steadily drop over time until it hits a maximum supply of 21 million coins. Since there is a limited amount of Bitcoin, it is a rare asset with the potential to appreciate over time as interest in it rises, similar to how limited supply can increase the value of other assets like gold or real estate. Number 7, security. Bitcoin transactions are protected by cryptographic procedures, making it challenging to forge or tamper with them. Those who are worried about fraud or theft may find Bitcoin to be an appealing investment due to its high level of protection. The blockchain, a public ledger that keeps track of all Bitcoin transactions, is maintained by a decentralized network of computers that processes transactions. Unlike traditional systems, which frequently include middlemen like banks or payment processors that collect fees, transactions can be executed more rapidly and for less money on the blockchain, since there is no central authority overseeing the network. Additionally, Bitcoin transactions can be handled without the need for conventional procedures for identity and verification, which can make sending and receiving money simpler and faster, particularly for people without access to conventional banking institutions. Number 6, transparency. Since every Bitcoin transaction is recorded on the blockchain, a public ledger, they are all transparent and open to audit by anyone. Because of its high level of openness, Bitcoin may be a desirable investment choice for those who are worried about fraud or corruption. Compared to conventional payment methods, Bitcoin may be able to provide more privacy and anonymity. More specifically, the blockchain, A public ledger that contains a record of every Bitcoin transaction is kept up to date by a decentralized network of computers. The identities of the people sending and receiving Bitcoin are often anonymous, even though the transactions themselves are open to the public and accessible on the blockchain. For those worried about the protection of their personal and financial information, this anonymity may be able to provide a higher level of privacy and security. For people who might be conducting transactions they don't want to be tracked, such as buying goods or services in nations with tight financial restrictions, it can also be helpful. Number 5. Global acceptance. Bitcoin can be used to pay for products and services in many different nations, as it is recognized by a rising number of retailers and companies worldwide. The number of companies and people accepting Bitcoin as a valid form of payment is rising. As Bitcoin has become more well-known and widely used, more companies and people are accepting it as a form of payment. A developing network of businesses and merchants that take Bitcoin has resulted from this adoption, which may eventually raise the currency's value and usefulness. Furthermore, due to its worldwide nature, Bitcoin may be used for cross-border transactions without the need for currency conversions or additional fees, which might make it a desirable alternative for individuals and companies involved in cross-border trade. Number 4. Low fees. Bitcoin can be a desirable option for foreign transactions because its transactions often have cheaper fees than those made through traditional banking. Traditional payment methods frequently entail middlemen, like banks or payment processors, who charge fees for their services. These charges may change based on the type of transaction, the payment method, and the magnitude of the transaction. Transaction fees for Bitcoin are often substantially lower than those for conventional payment methods because there is no centralized organization in charge of the network. The market demand for transaction processing on the blockchain typically determines Bitcoin fees, with greater fees paid for faster transaction processing. But even with greater costs for quicker processing, Bitcoin transactions might still be more affordable and swift than other payment options. Number 3. Investment in blockchain technology. Blockchain technology, on which Bitcoin is built, has potential uses outside of the financial sector. By purchasing Bitcoin, investors may be able to gain from the expansion of blockchain technology as a whole. Buying Bitcoin can be viewed as an indirect investment in blockchain technology, which has applications beyond cryptocurrencies. In more specific terms, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are powered by blockchain technology. Blockchain is a global, decentralized digital ledger that securely and openly stores data and records transactions. Blockchain technology has potential uses outside of cryptocurrencies, including supply chain management, healthcare, and voting systems. People can indirectly contribute to the expansion and development of blockchain technology by purchasing Bitcoin. The development of blockchain technology and its potential uses is receiving increasing funding and resources as Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies become more widely used and popular. Investing in blockchain technology has the potential to provide long-term advantages, as well as prospects for innovation and disruption in a variety of industries, in addition to the possibility of financial rewards from Bitcoin investments. Number 2. Decentralized Finance, DeFi. Access to the expanding decentralized finance DeFi ecosystem may be made possible through Bitcoin. The term DeFi describes a brand new, quickly developing financial system that is based on blockchain technology and intended to be more open, transparent, and decentralized than conventional finance. Without the use of middlemen like banks or other financial institutions, users of DeFi platforms can access a variety of financial services like lending, borrowing, and trading. On DeFi platforms, Bitcoin can be used as collateral, enabling users to leverage their Bitcoin holdings to access a variety of DeFi services. Without having to liquidate their Bitcoin holdings, this can give people the chance to earn interest on their investments or borrow money. Number 1. Growing public interest. In recent years, Bitcoin has grown in popularity and adoption, with more people and institutions expressing interest in it as an investment or a form of payment. Numerous reasons, including increased media attention, institutional adoption, and widespread acceptance, have contributed to this expanding public interest. For instance, some traditional businesses and financial institutions have recently expressed interest in Bitcoin, with some even making investments in the currency or providing services related to it. Additionally, more frequent media coverage of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin has boosted public knowledge of the technology. There is a chance for the growing demand for Bitcoin as more people and organizations express interest in it, which might enhance its value. These are the top 10 reasons you should invest in Bitcoin in 2023. If you liked this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss out on our latest video.